Fairhope prides itself on its history and single tax corporation, but right now the city doesn't have an ordinance that protects and preserves its historic buildings and homes. Some leaders are ready to move in that direction, but as Fox 10 News reporter Hal Sherrick explains, there's some roadblocks in the way.
Founded in 1894, Fairhope isn't one of the older cities on the Gulf Coast, but it's certainly unique. The colony's founding fathers based its government on this single tax source of revenue that's still in place today. City leaders want to preserve Fairhope's history and are funding a $9,000 study to update their historical database.
So that we can kind of get a better handle of what we do have and try to protect the things we want to protect, and then work together with homeowners to keep that same feeling that we have in Fairhope.
To protect historical sites or property, the city will need to adopt a historic preservation ordinance. It's something that has been tried before in 2001 and again in 2011, but it was met with strong opposition. Donnie Barrett is the director of the Fairhope Museum of History and remembers the prior attempts.
It was not well received. The ordinance wasn't really well written. It was rather threatening when it really didn't need to be, and unfortunately, it wasn't well received by Fairhope people, particularly the old-timers of Fairhope.
The debate essentially boiled down to two sides, those who were in favor of historic preservation and those who didn't want infringement on their personal property rights. City leaders are hopeful that this time around, an ordinance that both sides can live with will be approved.
I'm not real sure where we have to get, but not doing anything I don't think is a good thing.
While most agree that something needs to be done, Mayor Kant says that it may still be some time before we see an ordinance on the books.
I think it'll take a year, probably, because if anything about Fairhope citizens, they want to think about it, debate it, and kick it around a little bit. And if you don't take the time to do that, it's not going anywhere.
The city will be updating their comprehensive plan in October, and Kent says public input will be heard after that. Reporting from Fairhope, Hal Sherrick, Fox 10 News.
The historical survey should be complete within 60 days. It'll look at expanding Fairhope's historical zone south of downtown to the American Legion and north of town into Montrose.